Oh, hello.
Hey.
Welcome to recording.
Hey. Ah. It is Saturday night. It is June 27th. It is 8:02 p.m. Eastern time. Oh man, we're starting out great, aren't we?
We always start out great. I don't know what you're talking
about. Let's pull the curtain back, folks. So
we don't have to pull the curtain back.
No, I think it's fun to address, Ross. I think it's fun to talk about this show in aggregate. Look, we've had let's call it 3.5 shows that have been vaguely professional. So why not on the 7th one just kind of toss out all artifice? When we do these shows, we're all on Zoom. And since I usually am the one to intro over Ross or any of the co-hosts that have filled in for us respectively, the idea is, hey, we want to have that person on camera, on stream. So to make sure my face pops up, I tend to yell gibberish. So there we go. So that's what's happening there. But it is now 8:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are coming at you live on the internet by way of Twitch. It is the greatest live art competition in the known universe as we roll on through our never-ending off-season. That's right, folks. It's the 7th edition of Super Art Fight NEO. I'm Marty Day, and with me, I'd like to say as always, but lately I haven't had too much time with him on the stream, Ross Nova. Ross, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing awesome, Marty, and I'm so happy to see your lovely face. It looks like you've cleaned the back of your home office, which I'm happy to see. Though it looks like you still have a couple of pictures to hang.
Yes,
I completely understand.
Yes.
Let us know what we need to do. How many Patreon subscribers is it going to take to get those pictures hung, Marty?
It's not about the Patreon. It's not about the Twitch subscribers. It's nothing like that. It's more I just have to get off my ass and put them up. You know what? That's a great point. We could make that a bonus for the Patreon. If enough of you subscribe, I will get off my lazy ass and hang things around the house. I've only lived in this house 2 years,
home decor.
Guys. 2 years, almost 3. I should finish hanging things. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. As we saw in the chat before the show, there are other things going on across the interwebs. So we understand, there's constant entertainment on the web now. We very much appreciate the fact that you have decided to spend your Saturday night with us. We've got 3 awesome bouts. We've got a really kick-ass show. I'm really excited for it. But if you are joining us for the first time, I'd like to turn it over to my dear colleague, Ross Nova, to explain what the hell's going on and what we're doing here tonight on Twitch. Ross!
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see tonight is 3 phenomenal bouts of art fight action. In each bout, 2 artists are going to be stepping up to our digital canvas. They have the opportunity to draw anywhere they want on that canvas. And at the end of 20 minutes, you, the audience, is going to be choosing the winner of the match based on who you vote for in our Twitch chat. You'll have 3 minutes to do your voting. So you get to choose the winner. The power is in your hands. Now, if that isn't enough going on, we have a little thing we like to call the Wheel of Death, which is full of random topics submitted by you, our audience, via our website, superartfight.com. All the topics that you will see tonight get randomly thrown out every 5 minutes during the show. And whatever comes up on the wheel, the artist gets 1 respin to throw a topic away per match, but otherwise they have to draw that somehow, somewhere into the canvas. It's collaborative, it's combative, and it's a whole lot of fun to watch. So with that in mind, I think I covered all the bits and bobs. So Marty, back to you, sir.
Thank you so much. I do believe you covered every bit and bob. And let me tell you, that Wheel of Death is absolutely fresh. We pulled out topics that you may have seen a lot of. We added some new topics that you submitted. You can submit right now, superartfight.com/wheel. Those will be on future events, and we have some fun news about a future show coming up in just a few weeks that we'll be announcing later on this evening. But this opening contest, folks, is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 20-minute
One fall
time limit. I would like to introduce to the digital stage first. This competitor is a one-woman mosh pit. This competitor has, well, finally had her first win. She is the reigning Super Art Fight champion. Put your hands together for DIETANIUM.
Greetings, mortals! It is as brutal as ever to be coming to you through these digital intertubes. I hope you have done well, melting your faces in a very literal sense with this advent of summer.
Well, DIETANIUM, I have to ask, how has your summer treated you so far?
Well, I have learned that you can, in fact, miss the smell of a mosh pit. I never thought I would be saying I'd miss that stanky, genty butt sweat, but I do.
I never seen Stanky Genty Butt Sweat on tour. Are they good?
They are good in the right venue. They need a lot of space to breathe, but their mosh pits are full of the finest folks who will yell for your shoe.
Well,
awesome.
Before we bring out your opponent, DIETANIUM, you are coming into this match 1-4. Took you a little bit to get your sea legs underneath you in this digital format. Now that you have your first victory, how are you going to keep the ball moving here at Super Art Fight Neo?
You must understand that I remain your champion, and I have the brains, the brutality, and the title belt to prove it. I will let you see fit. I will let you, dear audience, decide who you think is deserving of the newest win.
Well said. Well, you've got quite the challenge ahead of you. Certainly one of the more unique ones. And Ross, if you could, please bring on DIETANIUM's opponent.
All right. Well, DIETANIUM's opponent is from somewhere in deep space. They are one giant walking enigma wrapped in a puzzle, all tied up in a question mark. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Bunny.
Hey! Hi, stream! Hi, everybody! How's everybody doing? Hi!
Yay! How are you doing tonight, Bunny?
I'm doing pretty good. I was like, I should come out really amped because DIETANIUM was all like, so I was like, I'll go like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Where are you joining us from?
my spaceship.
Gotcha.
In
And
space.
where's your spaceship? Oh, it's space. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Are you quarantining in space?
I'm just quarantining from Earth.
That's probably a smart move.
Yeah.
I dare say that's the smartest move one could make. And Bunny, I don't know if this is going to make any sense to you because, of course, our culture is new and different to you. But when you came in for that intro, I definitely thought we were about to have a Bunny mukbang video occur here on the Neo stream. Maybe that's something you learn about and we get you into a new line of business. But Ross, do you want to get things started?
Oh, yeah. Let's get things started.
All right. We're going to start this match slightly differently because, you know, we normally ask you, the audience, if you're ready. But honestly, if you weren't ready, well, you wouldn't be here. All topics for these contests here tonight, as you can see written up on the top of the screen right above me. We are doing tarot cards for the starting topics here tonight. So DIETANIUM, your tarot card will be that appropriately of death. And Bunny, you are going with the tarot card of the moon.
Oh, I've
So-
been there.
I have no doubt. So Death
Nice.
versus the moon, 20 minutes on the clock. And like I said, we're switching this up a little bit. DIETANIUM, are you ready? Bunny, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Art Fight. 20 minutes on the clock. Death versus Moon, or Doom versus Moon, as being thrown out there. And Ross, this is a rematch from literally our last live event, as DIETANIUM went one-on-one against Bunny at Furthermore 2020, which right now is and was the last Super Art Fight live event.
Yeah. In the same way that the Grimace was last spotted coming out to Black Betty by Ram Jam, we were last spotted, not online, at Furthermore, a furry convention that we did a couple months back. That was
Really
over
cool. Everybody was
100
sleeping.
days ago.
Yes, we've survived over 100 days of quarantining. We've taken this live show, we've moved it to the digital realm, and we are seeing the impact of that as we have two competitors, one newer to Super Art Fight in DIETANIUM, one a bit longer of a tail in Bunny. We are seeing them strike the digital canvas right here as the moon. Now, Ross, I'm just going to say, that's not a moon I'm used to.
Yeah, that is maybe a moon with a crown around it, or maybe just, the sun. We'll see.
It was an
see how
interesting
this.
thing.
Okay, well, we'll see how that comes together. Now, I will point out, for those of you following along at home, the blue marker, everything with the blue ink is being drawn by Bunny, while meanwhile, everything drawn in pink is being done by DIETANIUM. So.
Yes.
Be sure to follow along with that at home. Here in the middle of the canvas, we have DIETANIUM drawing what I believe to be not just death, but also maybe part clown.
Yeah, well, I
makes
think
it
it's
even
beyond that. I believe this is actually a full-on JoJo reference. DIETANIUM, I know you're a very big fan of JoJo. Are we getting some JoJo in the set right now?
As surely as Manish Baby eats his own dookie.
I have literally no idea what that means, but I'm going to take that as a yes. Yeah,
Marty, what's your familiarity with the anime/manga that is JoJo?
My understanding is they make use of Roundabout by Yes. And also, I remember that there were a lot of 2D fighting games for it, but I've never actually read the manga, watched the show, anything like that. I know there are stands involved. I know that much. And I remember one time, former Super Art Fight champion General Stormsketch referenced it. The entire crowd seemed to go, "Uda, Uda, Uda," which was really, really impressive.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with the R&B duo Casey and JoJo?
100%. That's where they started.
Okay, great. Good to know. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of the canvas, we've got our moon drawn by Bunny, which also is a bunny. And what's that below? Is that a sheep, Marty?
If it is a sheep, it's got some serious Aardman Studios vibes. That's what we've got going on right there. I feel like this would fit in perfectly with Shaun the Sheep, Wallace and Gromit, what have you. But what is also happening over there on the right-hand side is we are seeing that first bit of offensive attack coming from the pen of DIETANIUM, as much like Chairface Chippendale before her, DIETANIUM riding into the moon right now.
Yeah, giving it a lot more, what I assume are more JoJo references. But honestly, I think if JoJo's going to keep coming up in Super Art Fight, I guess I need to start watching JoJo so I can properly commentate this event.
If nothing else, Ross, I believe it's time for I don't want to say deep dive, but let's call it a vague dive into Wikipedia. And as I've seen mentioned in the chat, I do believe what we are getting from the pen of Bunny is a 3-wolf moon. Basically the t-shirt of every weird kid you went to middle school with.
Yeah. So, as that comes together on the right-hand side of the canvas, now we've got Bunny jumping up top. But with less than 10 seconds until our first spinning of the Wheel of Death, both our artists getting new topics, each having one respin.
Here we go. 2 brand new topics. DIETANIUM, Bunny, ears open. DIETANIUM gets herself a crab disco while Bunny has to draw a literal Wheel of Death.
Give me the respin, fair
I
host.
feel like I did that.
Ooh,
respin for
DIETANIUM.
DIETANIUM. Bunny, did you
I
want a
wanna
respin?
too.
Respins for everybody being tossed out early. So DIETANIUM has to draw unabashed self-advertising. And Bunny, you get to draw the perfect crime.
Now, down below here in the middle, DIETANIUM going back to our D&D stream from the other day and drawing her own D&D pet, which is a giant dog named Beans, which, again, great name for a dog. I think we can all agree.
Yes. Perfect name for a dog. And you know what? Perfect, well-placed self-advertising occurring right now on the canvas, as DIETANIUM points out, MargaretHuey.com. Of course, Margaret Huey is just a random artist that DIETANIUM knows and likes, and is not actually what DIETANIUM is or like without the makeup. Not at all. Because that's not makeup. That's DIETANIUM's face.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the top left corner, we're getting our perfect crime. We're getting a baby. I can only assume we are advocating for the stealing of babies.
Yes. Stealing a baby is a relatively easy crime. They don't fight back too hard. Basically, once they are able to sort of move around on their own, it gets a lot harder to steal them. Whether they're toddlers or actual full-grown adults, kidnapping is a lot harder. That's why they call it kidnapping, Ross.
I understood that. Now, it could be that, I will say with the baby, it could be that the baby is also just embezzling money and it's more of a white-collar crime.
Very, very true. I was going to say the other option is the baby's credit history is being stolen. So I don't know how you would draw that, but it is a really easy crime to pull off. But it looks like, in fact, death in the center of the canvas is
stealing candy.
Yes, from the aforementioned baby, as DIETANIUM draws DIETANIUM pointing at the self-advertising at the bottom of the canvas, also possibly putting Bunny in a headlock. Oh, wait, no. Nope. We've got bunny ears behind Bunny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Bunny, I get it. Now, stealing candy from a baby, normally frowned upon. I gotta say, that lollipop looks like a choking hazard for that child. So, in this particular case, maybe save that child's life.
Yeah, that was not a perfect crime. That was an instance of just being a good citizen. Now, we are about halfway through this bout. We've had the chat going fast and furious like they were Vin Diesel. Let's throw it up to Safcopter 1 as our own Ref Adam, the eye in the sky. What's going on in the chat, my friend?
Hello, how are you guys doing today? This is Safcopter Adam checking in. We have plenty of people in the chat taking full advantage of the 3-2-1 Wheel of Death and Art Fight emotes that we so graciously have bestowed upon them, and they so graciously have bestowed upon us their sub, enacting them to use said emotes. And let me just tell you, we appreciate, all of us appreciate and love you all so much. We even have someone in the chat who has dropped 2 donations of 100 bits. They have cheered twice for us over the course of this bout. So obviously what you guys are doing down there is really kicking up a storm. Back to you.
Tremendous. Ross, we got bits. I'm 35. I don't know what that means.
I Googled it.
What does it mean?
I think it's literal, literal virtual money.
Literal virtual. So they gave us Bitcoin? Is that what it is?
They basically, yes, they gave us Bitcoin. You nailed
Tremendous.
it.
We're Bitcoin
That's what
billionaires,
happened.
everyone. Bitcoin billionaires, and we're less than 30 seconds away from the next spinning of the Wheel of Death. No respins available for either DIETANIUM or Bunny, and it's worth pointing out, Ross, that center portion of the canvas wide open.
Yeah, wide open. Well, meanwhile, in the top left, I'll wait till after the respin to cover this, because we have 5 seconds till our next spinning of the Wheel of Death. New topics for both artists. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spinning that wheel.
Two brand
Again
new
on the
topics.
left, DIETANIUM. On the right, Bunny. DIETANIUM's got
DIETANIUM.
cat loafs,
Mm-hmm. And
and has pug hybrids.
pug hybrids versus cat loaves. It's a battle of animals that are near and dear to the internet. The only way this could become more beloved animals throwing down is if we could fit in a kawaka.
A what?
Kawaka.
So I will mention right before that we spun the Wheel of Death, in the top left corner, we've got DIETANIUM, who has taken our poor baby, who's had candy stolen from him, given him an extremely dirty diaper, but also a sweet bicep. Just a really, really sweet bicep. He's skipping leg day. I think he's skipping right arm day, but left arm day is looking strong, Marty.
Yes, a very strong left arm day. Look, when you are not even a year old, you can't work out the whole body. In fact, Ross, you understand completely. It's not about arm day and leg day. It's individual limb day. And clearly just working out every Wednesday or so.
I don't know about anyone else, but I've just focused on what I call Zoom shape, which is basically anything that would appear in a Zoom video call. That you got to keep tight, keep it right. But anything below the torso, what's the point, man?
No, you make a strong point. That's also why, believe it or not, pretty much all business now is conducted pants optional.
That's right. I mean, they're not going to fit. Why wear them?
Yeah, very true. So taking a look at what's going on in the canvas now, we have our first pug hybrid right beneath Death, as it is half pug, half Garfield, all hungry for lasagna. And then down beneath that, we have, I'm guessing, the cat loaf scenario where we have a kitty cat trying to get a bread loaf, but also about to be munched down upon by a gigantic tiger. Delicious.
Yeah, I just imagine, and this hasn't been clarified, but I just imagine that loaf is like sitting on a windowsill, like we're in a Tom and Jerry cartoon. And the cat was just like sneaking up on it. And instead of what a cat would normally do, which is knock it off the windowsill, just, picking it up and eating it. This is just my own personal headcanon. But I'm going with it.
Snap! Ross, I asked for it, and it happens. That tiger is not eating another tiny kitty cat. It's a kawaka, Ross.
Oh, kawaka.
Yeah.
That's great. Isn't that the part of the chicken where the eggs come out?
No. That is not what it is. I'll have to show you adorable photos of kawakas. They love having photos taken of them.
I just thought you were blatantly mispronouncing a word. I really did.
No, not fair, because I do that a lot. Also, just in my waking life, I do that. It's not just an art fight affectation. I really do it. But to call back to what's going on.
Oh, I just Googled it. They're really freaking sweet.
Yeah, they're absolutely adorable. But in the top left, by that super ripped baby, I believe that is Sonic the Pug Hog.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna go fast because I think he has some upper respiratory issues. But
yeah, not really a situation where where you would want to go too quickly. You gotta have good cardio for that.
Yeah, I don't think Ben Schwartz is playing him in a movie. That's more like
not today.
That's more of a Patton Oswalt character.
Definitely.
If I had to choose.
Definitely a Patton. Well, we've got less than a minute to the final spin of the Wheel of Death. Still some open space there in the center. And at the end of this match, again, we throw it to you on Twitch to pick a victor. And I want to emphasize that in case there are any trolls in chat. You have to pick a victor. Thank you. 30 seconds. To the
So,
next.
as both our artists working on the canvas here, we've got the Bunny's. But Bunny, I think, likes to go with get in some garfs when she gets the chance. They get the chance. So nice to see our Garfield reference here. Pug Garfield reference. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Spin that
Final
wheel.
topics on the wheel here tonight. For this matchup, DIETANIUM gets to just add ninjas, and for Bunny, VeggieTales from the Crypt bouncing back. I don't think we've seen that one since like one of the first Neo shows. So we're seeing that one make a return.
VeggieTales from the Crypt. A wonderful opportunity for the Crypt Keeper to make some really terrible puns.
Oh, thank God that got turned into a carrot. I saw where that Drelly was started, and I was like, all right, now we get kicked off Twitch.
I mean, I don't know if you're paying attention, but apparently you got to do a whole lot worse than that to get kicked off Twitch.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. It's been a week in fandom in general. Let's just put it out there, folks. And now we have to see if DIETANIUM can just add some ninjas to the mix. We are getting a whole bunch of vegetables drawn from the pen of Bunny. And
yeah, I believe that's a vegetable elephant, Marty.
And let me tell you,
I don't know what else that would be.
That veggie elephant will not forget. And
how could you?
Oh, our ninjas being added from the pen of DIETANIUM as she draws the Charm City Shinobi in the center of the canvas just beneath the Kawaka. Our own Dan Malahome making an appearance on the canvas. Tremendous.
Wow. Now that's it. I've got to fire the drawing of Dan. We fire him all the time. Got to fire him once more. Why not? Cartoon Dan, you're fired. I'm sorry.
Yeah, DIETANIUM, if you can erase Cartoon Dan, we fired Cartoon Dan. Be much appreciated.
Except don't erase. You don't actually.
Yeah, you don't have. Oh! I believe she's setting them on fire. That's what looks like is happening. Less than 3 minutes remaining in our opening contest. This, of course, folks, is bout number 1 of 3. If you're just popping in and joining us, we've got 2 more bouts still to go as Baron von Sexyful goes one-on-one with his former tag champion partner, Stevie Speed. And our main event, 2 artists, both 2-0. One's got to lose, Wisteria versus Perwinkle, and you got to believe they're going to get a future Super Art Fight title shot. It's a very, very interesting evening ahead, and we appreciate you spending your night with us. Don't forget to drop in the chat. We're going to have ourselves a good time all night long. 2 minutes and change to go. Ross, those flames look to be growing.
They sure do, Marty. As more and more things get set on fire on the canvas, I think DIETANIUM's just trying to really finish strong, like a guitar solo with the guitar set on fire at the end, just really going for broke, trying to just set as many fires as she can. While meanwhile, we've got Bunny working on her VeggieTales from the Crypt, which is getting creepier all the time, mostly because I just don't have enough hummus to devour that thing.
Very, very true. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining, folks. Can DIETANIUM continue her winning ways here on the Neo canvas, or will Bunny take it to 500 and make herself one-on-one? We'll find out in just a few moments. You, Twitch, have the power, whether we like it or not.
You know, when you look at this canvas, Marty, what stands out to you? You know, because that's what it often comes down to with Art Fight. It's about those turns, it's about those reversals, but it's also about, at the end of the match, what got drawn that really grabbed your attention. For me, it's the 3-Wolf Moon on the right.
Yes.
I mean, your eyes definitely go there. Though, seeing one of them wearing a death metal shirt, a nice twist from DIETANIUM on that one. And you know, I gotta be honest, and maybe the audience feels differently. I'm not enough of a JoJo fan for the death to stand out, but it is standing out there top middle.
Yes.
Hard to miss on that one.
I dare say
How about
it's standing out, Ross. See, that I understand some vague things about JoJo. Anyway, yeah, the 3 wolf moon in the lower right is definitely one of the strongest things, but also DIETANIUM's illustration of DIETANIUM and the lower right for the 3 wolf, but the lower left DIETANIUM drawing of DIETANIUM is very strong. I also got to give it to the pug hog up in the top left.
2, 1. Caps on markers. That's an art fight.
All right, 20 minutes, well fought, well done, and we've got. How long are we going to do this this vote this time, folks? 3 minutes of voting. As soon as that gets popped up, there we go. The poll is up, folks. Vote away, and while you vote, we're going to check in and see how the artist felt like it went. Let's start with DIETANIUM. DIETANIUM, how'd you think the bout went for you this evening?
I had a truly interstellar time. I believe Bunny is a vital piece of alien weaponry. That's a new metal band for those of you guys who don't know. It's really good. Enjoy them. They're very, very good married teams.
All right. Were there any topics from the Wheel of Death tonight that were kind of a curveball for you that brought some difficulty that you didn't expect?
I am not sure why I decided to promote this Margaret Huey, but if you must do self-promotion, why not share the brutality?
Fair point, fair point. And let's throw it to the other side of the canvas. Bunny, 0-1. This is your second time on the canvas. How do you think it went for you, my friend?
I think it went really, really good because I got to draw a lot of animals and I got to draw some weird vegetables. And those are things that I like.
Speaking of those weird vegetables, Ross and I on commentary were trying to infer what you were putting together there. We were thinking some sort of vegetable elephant do. What were you aiming for with your vegetable creature in the center of the canvas?
Is the Crypt Keeper's face as a vegetable skull?
All right.
Like,
all right.
He's got an asparagus jaw, and his cheeks are made out of ears of corn with the corn bone in it. And then he's got the carrot nose,
Corn
and
bone.
then cherry potato eyes, and then a potato head. And he's got
So Bunny, we call the
eyebrow.
corn bone. We call the corn bone a cob here.
We call it a corn bone in space.
You know what? I like your version a lot more.
Makes sense.
What other things do you call things in space?
I don't know much English.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Clearly,
check in
neither
on
do
that.
Ross nor I.
Yeah.
But now you know corn bone.
Now I know corn bone.
We do, and perhaps corn bone will be the turn of phrase that leads you to victory. At least from a quick look in chat, we have some solid corn bone fans here.
I'm glad
You know,
that
the
everyone
corn
loves
bone is a musical instrument in Appalachia.
Appalachia's in space, I guess.
I mean,
Is it part of
maybe they've
Andromeda?
visited. I don't know. It's hard to say. Do we have a winner?
Not yet. Final second ticket by. Make your final votes. We'll have a winner in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be DIETANIUM? Will it be Bunny? Make those votes count. And let's find out. Producer Steve, who won the match? It's Bunny. Bunny takes the
won.
victory, going to 1-1. Bunny, I dare say the corn bone might have had it. Bunny, how are you feeling about your victory here tonight?
I'm really happy that everyone loves corn bone. And DIETANIUM, I hope you love corn bone too.
All right. Before we throw it over to DIETANIUM, Bunny, is there anything you would like to plug that at least us mere earthlings can access on the internet?
Yes, I've been playing an Earth simulation game called Animal Crossing, and I've been posting pictures of my progress on my social media Twitter, and my handle is Alien on Twitter and also Alien on Instagram. That's where I draw stuff. But Twitter is all Animal Crossing because, like I said, I like vegetables and I like animals.
Hey, that's a perfect
This
game
was
if
one
you like
animal.
both of those things.
Yes.
Thank you again, Bunny. Congratulations on the victory. I know we will see you real soon. And now, Ross, if you could please, let's chat with DIETANIUM.
DIETANIUM, a very close match, but unfortunately ending in defeat. How do you feel it went for you?
I feel that the closest matches are the most glorious to lose. Do you think Odin waits in Valhalla for someone who not only takes on opponents that are the most easy and bug-like to squash? No.
So, gotcha. Question though, obviously you would have liked to have won, of course. What do you think, in retrospect, could have put you over the top? What do you think, if you had one more shot at it, could have given you that last little oomph?
I would have asked chat if they've ever had corn on the cob, but instead of a corn bone, it's a hot dog.
Okay. Yeah. Is that a preferred treat of yours?
It is a very common treat to go down with beer at the finest middle of mosh pit beer shower.
Oh, all right. Do
Only
they
goes
serve
down
them
when the beer
directly in the mosh
falls
pit?
out of people's cups, and then you take a bite of corn on the cob with a hot dog inside of it. It is very challenging, but very tasty.
Are you just
I don't know
trying
if
to
you want-
describe a corn dog? Is that what's happening here?
No!
Oh,
There are corn kernels all over it, not a pulverized mash of sweetened, demolished corn.
I kind of like calling it demolished corn. I got to be honest. I kind of want more polenta now.
all right. Well, DIETANIUM, anything you would like to plug besides this unholy union of corn on the cob and hot dogs?
Hey, as always, I'm going to speak in a normal voice for this, but hey, you can always find me on socials at the Durian Prince, like the big stinky fruit. And I would like to plug the graduating Micah class of 2020's grad show. They've had an absolutely insane year, an even more insane past couple of weeks, but they've turned out some of the greatest grad work despite all adversity that they've had. You should check out their shows, check out their very, very, very wonderful and hard-earned degrees and wonderful work that they've made. Give them a follow on social media, give them a shout out of some kind. They've super duper earned it.
Tremendous. Thank you, DIETANIUM. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And I know we will see you on this digital canvas in the not too distant future. Well, Ross, it's a heck of a match to kick off our show here tonight live on Twitch. Thanks everybody again for joining us. Thank you for those who have subscribed or thrown us bits or what have you. As always, the ridiculousness ramps up as the evening goes on, and this next bout will be ridiculous as well. But before we get to it, a few bits of important housekeeping. If you do want to support us, you can just subscribe. Click that subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime, connect it to your Twitch account, folks. You get Twitch Prime. You can subscribe to one channel for free every single month. Yes, you have to renew it, which means July is coming up. If you are currently subscribed to us, please continue subscribing to us. But also, you can subscribe to our Patreon. That gets you some exclusive access, not just to our show, Super Art Fight Uncapped, which is a behind-the-scenes look at our live events, but also, starting today, we have an exclusive secondary merch sale with some one-off and unique merchandise for our Patreon subscribers. So head over to patreon.com/superartfight to find out more about that. We are, of course, online at superartfight.com, and we are at superartfight on all the socials. And just heads up on a few different merch-related topics. You may see I am wearing the official Super Art Fight /Autobar t-shirt as designed by our own DIETANIUM. Those have officially come in. We are shipping those out. So if you pre-ordered those, thank you so much. Both we and the Autobar very much thank your support. So please keep an eye in your mailbox for those shirts. They were sent out earlier this week, and people have been getting them, up to and including my own mother-in-law, which was a very weird text to receive earlier today.
Who
Also,
thought that your mother-in-law had any shirt with Japanese writing on it?
certainly not I. Certainly not I. Also, I just wanted to go ahead and mention in relation to our Etsy store, pretty much every single design that is on the Etsy shop, we use a third-party printing company called Printful. Just a heads up, folks, Printful is basically rebounding from COVID-19, and in turn, there's a serious backup on them printing designs because they print on demand. It's kind of the benefit to a business like ours, so we don't have to hold a ton of stock. In turn, shipping and everything is a little bit delayed. We are also looking into getting some unique merch designs in there for products that will ship a little bit faster. But just a heads up, if you go to superartfight.etsy.com, you can buy merch. Just know that there's a delay right now in the printing.
Yeah, but really, how fast do you need a shirt, right? I mean,
Yeah,
again,
you're not going
leaving
anywhere.
your house. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah, that's all the housekeeping for right now. Between bouts 2 and 3, I have a very special announcement about the next Neo show coming up on July 11th. It's going to be a very special show that we cannot wait to tell you about. But without further ado, let's roll on into bout number 2, a clash of former tag team partners. Ross, would you like to bring out the faster one of the two?
It would be my. That's a tough one. They're both, one's fast and loose, and the other's just fast. So it's really just a matter of which one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring to the stage, direct from his racing. He's a race guy, is what I'm trying to say. And ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring to you here on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Speed.
Oh, is my turn to go up?
Yes.
Oh man, Ross, Marty, what is up?
Hey,
I heard it's casual Saturday around here, so I'm just, I know this isn't being recorded or anything.
No, that was
Coca-Cola. I got a little bit of
that was last week.
The dark stuff.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
just ready
being
to
recorded.
I got my, Dale Earnhardt, my man, repping him tonight because I know my sponsors ain't watching this. Casual, right?
No, it's the opposite of casual. It's very formal. This is a formal Saturday.
I'm actually wearing a bow tie. You just can't see it.
Well, that is disappointing to hear. Well, either way, I'm ready to get out here and draw tonight. Really excited to put something forth for my guys, really get my sponsors to put a good show on for them. I know I haven't been paying too much attention to the news lately, but I'm sure it's been a great week for NASCAR.
Tremendous week.
Really,
NASCAR's doing great.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I'm sure nothing interesting or important has happened there.
Not at all.
I'm really excited to just come out here, do my best drawing. I got my tag team partner, Baron von Sexyful, really excited to go against him. It's been a while since we've fought each other on the canvas. We've been teammates. We're such good friends and teammates. I'm sure that we'll have a great, respectful match tonight. I can't imagine anything else would happen with Baron von Sexyful besides being respectful and kind to me. His tag team partner, who he definitely knows and loves.
Yeah, undoubtedly. I'm sure he remembers it very, very well. I guess without further ado, then, I should bring him to the digital stage. Ladies and gentlemen, from his quarantine residence in Baltimore, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, this is Baron von Sexyful.
Hello there, internet. Or are you twitching at the very sight of me? How are you? Hello, Marty. How are you?
I'm doing tremendous, Baron, although not as tremendous as your sweater. I believe you have 2 kitty cats on your boobies that are fighting.
Oh my goodness, isn't it wonderful? I got it on the internet. I made my house host show me how to go shopping. And they have this thing called a credit card. I've been having a lot of fun with. Anyway, look at these pussycats. They're like my boobies go roar and roar right at each other. It's amazing. Oh. Anyway, I heard that I'm going up against somebody claiming to be my tag partner. Is that the guy who stood on stage? My chauffeur, he used to drive me to and from shows. Is that who we're talking about?
You guys were Super Art Fight Tag Team Champions. You defeated Gods and Monsters.
Yeah,
before
you were
losing the tag
together.
belts to
You were
Gods and Monsters.
You were Team Sex Drive.
Right, because he would drive me around. Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good guy. Tall. Yeah. So am I going to defeat him today? Is that the thing? Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see what happens.
What are the? Yeah, we'll see. But I gotta know, what are the kitty cats on your shirt? Do they have names?
Oh yeah. This is Marty, and this is my other favorite host, Michael Bracco.
Oh. That was, I see what you did there. I get it. That was a joke. Good joke. I get that one. That was for the people that watch this often. So, did we have other things, or are we good? We good to go? You ready to do this?
Oh yeah.
I guess so. I tried to mute myself and it didn't work. Step. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And we are continuing on with the tarot theme. As Baron von Sexyful, you get the Emperor.
Ooh.
Which I've learned recently is a gentleman who apparently has grandchildren that go on to do great things. And Stevie Speed, appropriately enough, you get the Cheerio. Am I saying that right? It's French?
Sounds great to me.
Cheerios.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's continue on as we did before. Stevie Speed, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Baron von Sexyful, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, folks at home. 3, 2, 1. Art Fight! And the
all right,
battle
working in
rages on.
green.
Yeah.
We've got Baron von Sexyful drawing the Emperor. Will they have clothes? We will find out. While meanwhile, working in purple, Stevie Speed working on the Chariot.
Yes,
Oh,
sorry, go ahead, Ross.
Yeah, already we're getting quite the horse on the right-hand side. Clearly drawn by a man that knows a lot about horses.
Yes. Little known fact, Stevie Speed, before he started his NASCAR career, which of course then slingshot him right into Super Art Fight infamy, he worked on a farm. He actually rode horses. Did you know this, Ross?
Oh, is he a horse boy?
Yes, he was a horse boy.
Was he a jockey?
No. Horse boy was the name then. It's before they were called jockeys.
Got it.
Yes.
I see. Got it.
Yes. And it looks like that horse is getting covered in sponsorships as the number 29 horse comes in on the right-hand side, sponsored by Super Cola. Perfect. I love it. Meanwhile, we have
the look on the horse's face. It's calm but determined.
Yes. Strong determination from the pen of Stevie Speed. Speaking to his focus, Stevie Speed coming into this match 1-1. Baron von Sexyful coming in 3-1, trying to continue his winning ways here. We shall see.
Speaking of strong, Marty,
yes.
That is quite the bicep on the front arm of a horse.
Oh, and that horse has a gun.
That is a horse with a gun, Marty. That is a horse with a gun. That is Equus Pistolis.
Yeah. I thought it was bad when the horse was allowed in the hospital. Now the horse has a gun. And
that is Mr. Ed Smith and Wesson.
And in the center of the canvas, the pen of Baron von Sexyful is illustrating basically what looks like a post-apocalyptic Mad Max version of himself as he's being fed grapes by, pretty confident that's Stevie Speed feeding him grapes.
Yeah, he's drawn himself and his opponent feeding him grapes. I'm not sure if that's so much an attack as it is a big dog move.
Yeah,
I think he's just big dogging him on this one.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was a big dog move in so much as you've seen this on the back of a t-shirt.
I've not seen specifically this on the back of a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But no, just that like he's showing him who's boss. It's a power move.
And speaking of power moves, that sweet horse with a gun now wearing a pretty dope sleeveless shirt over there on the right-hand side.
Unclear if he's wearing a sleeveless shirt or really just like legless pants. With a horse, it really just depends on how you're looking at it.
And he's wearing, oh my God, he is wearing a big dog t-shirt.
Oh, wow. Okay. Why not? I think I went to middle school with that horse.
And over in the center of the canvas, not only is Stevie Speed feeding Baron von Sexyful grapes, I originally was like, what's he doing with a really tiny jackhammer? Turns out I was wrong. He is painting the toenails of Baron von Sexyful.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't sure where that was going. I'm happy with where it wound up.
And worse than that, Stevie Speed is farting right in the face of that horse. I got distracted by the big dog shirt.
Oh no, that's fair. I love this the just SAG on that dog, just like real grinning it up.
Yeah.
Just real happy. And it is saying, and I quote, "Keep your paws off my wife."
Yes. And I could be wrong, but it appears that Stevie Speed is drawn in such a way that horse is betwixt the cheeks, Ross.
Yeah, he's looking right up the tailpipe there.
yeah, right in there. Oh, and
and the horse is into it.
Thinking, nice ass dude. Now, is he saying...
Now, what he's saying is just that he's a very nice guy.
Oh, okay. Well, the Wheel of Death is spinning. 2 brand new topics coming in as Baron von Sexyful is going to throw us a cat fight, while Stevie Speed, appropriately given his disheveled appearance at the top of the match, is going to have a shower beer. Respin for either competitor?
Why would you spin a shower beer? That sounds amazing and fantastic.
It really
the real
does,
question is,
after a hot day like
what
this.
what is the shower beer of choice? I'm going to kick it to each of our artists and ask them. We're going to go roundtable McLaughlin group style. Michael Bracco! No, sorry.
Who's Michael Bracco? He's not here.
I don't know. He's a better host than me, apparently. Let's ask him.
Yeah, he probably would have gotten the name right on the first spin.
You get the shower beer of your choice in a shower. What beer is it? Go.
Well, I'm glad you brought up my house home and favorite host, Michael Bracco. He's all about those stinky IPAs. I prefer a Zima. You guys, have you heard of a Zima?
I have
heard of a Zima.
Yes.
Amazing.
Tremendous. And let's flip it over to your opponent, Stevie Speed. Preferred shower beer.
Marty, I can't really talk too much about it, but I will say that my sponsor, Super Cola, is working on some great new products that'll bring a new party to the game very shortly. So
are they getting into the hard seltzer game with everybody else?
You signed that NDA, right?
Yes, I did. Okay, great. So back to the canvas here. I do want to point out that the 2 most shaded things on the canvas currently are the horse's bicep and Stevie Speed's butt.
Appropriate.
And yeah, very appropriate. Now, do you get a little, Marty, do you get a little bit of like the tiger version of the king from Robin Hood? or the Lion King from
Yes,
Robin
yes,
Hood, you know,
the
like,
king from Robin
with
Hood. I
the
get
crown.
that. Yes, I do get that vibe from the Emperor version of Baron von Sexyful over there on the left.
Yes, something about that crown, the way he's sitting in that chair.
Yes, I definitely I'm picking up what you're laying down. But what I also want to point out, folks, is over there on the right-hand side, the cat fight is taking its fight directly to the horse as it appears to have punched clean through his throat.
Yeah, and also quite the pecs on that cat.
Yes, and I do want to say for the kindness of chat here that it was King John. King John.
Thank you.
Yes. Now,
now I gotta ask this, Marty. It's
yes,
a cat.
yes.
Shouldn't it have 6 pecs?
It should have 6 pecs if it's working out appropriately. Oh, I believe I heard Baron von Sexyful say, "Give it time." We'll see what happens.
Give it time. Okay, great. Oh, good. Let's get more nipples.
Yes. And look, you give Baron von Sexyful a nipple-related inch, he'll take it a nipple-related mile.
He will now draw a nipple mile. I don't know what it's going to be, but
it's going to be a very long
out.
nipple.
Sure.
So we are about halfway through this match. Let's throw it back up to Safcopter 1, our eye in the sky. Adam, what's going on, bud?
Marty, Ross, how are you doing? I'm just monitoring the chat from way up high in the clouds under this beautiful Baltimore night sky. I've got a question, actually, for Baron von Sexyful from IRM Stream. Legless pants, wouldn't they just be considered underwear?
Well, really, it depends on how you wear them. And I, of course, would wear them very well. So, therefore, if I put it on and I say it pants, they are not just pants, they are the pants.
That makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. I appreciate the clarification, and hopefully IRM Stream does as well. Well, that's about all going on in the chat, aside from their near riot at your forgetfulness of the King John reference, but that has been rectified. We appreciate you, Marty, Ross, competitors. That's it for me. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much.
You know, Ross, I thought it was a fool's errand for us to drop thousands of dollars on that chopper, but you know what? Every time we throw it to Adam in the sky, it feels a little more worth it.
Oh, yeah. It is paying off in spades, Marty. And if you want to help support us to buy more ridiculous things for Super Art Fight, we're spinning the wheel once again. Sorry, we missed that.
Haunted Canvas.
Haunted Canvas for Baron von Sexyful. And Marty, what we got for Stevie Speed?
Magical Girl Boxing, which I think means that one's on its way out. Oh, respin for Stevie Speed, passing on Magical Girl Boxing, and he is going to go ahead and get Furious George. So the canvas is haunted, and we've got an angry monkey. It's what I call a damn fine Saturday night. So what was being illustrated while we were chatting, Ross, is a few different things going on here. It turns out that the cat was able to punch through the throat of the horse thanks to the power of Supra Seltz. Supra Seltz, that's of course the new alcoholic seltzer being tested in the
Please drink responsibly.
Midwest by Super Cola. And also it appears that that cat is our Furious George.
Wait, who has haunted canvas? I'm very confused.
You have haunted canvas, Baron von Sexyful.
Okay, because somebody's drawing a big ghost over my hauntingness.
Yeah, we've got a haunting nipple that has gone completely around the canvas. And also it looks like Stevie Speed is drawing a ghost of his own. I don't know if he's trying to go toe-to-toe with you, Baron, but this is getting real intense, folks. 8 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Ross, what are you catching on the canvas, my friend?
Well, we've got Baron von Sexyful drawing a haunted canvas, but meanwhile, over there on the left-hand side, we've got Stevie Speed drawing a very creepy ghost as well. So we're getting spoops from both ends, Marty, as they say. And also...
They do? Who are the they in this instant, Ross? I'm a little concerned. They, them?
The spoopsers. Yeah,
yes.
they them. Yeah, that's their preferred pronoun.
Mhm.
So also I don't wanna go gloss over this too much, but the look on this horse's face has been updated just a bit, and it cracks me up every time I look at it.
I dare say that horse is one of my favorite things we've had drawn in the Super Art Fight Neo era. I think it's been an excellent illustration that really personifies a lot of what Super Art Fight is.
Yeah, for sure. Now we're getting in the background some Furious George, an extremely furious George.
It feels like the artists are flip turning and reversing each other's topics. Basically, since Stevie Speed decided to start drawing some hauntings, it looks like in the top right, Baron von Sexyful drawing a Furious George of his own.
Did I miss a reversal Uno card, Marty?
Yeah,
I feel like I did.
I did not see it happen. This is getting weird. This is getting wild. This is getting crazy. And we've got one final spin of the Wheel of Death coming up at the 5-minute mark. And again, for those of you just joining us, you pick the victors, as we will be having a Twitch poll to choose the winner of this bout. Again, winner of this bout.
Would you say this is some wild crazy kids?
Yes. Oh, wow. Baron von Sexyful getting real up in Stevie Speed's ass as he took what started as the haunted nipple and turned it into a ghost, and has indicated that it's dead like his racing career.
Ooh.
Dead.
There is our haunted mile-long nipple. Oh,
Yeah.
I just realized all that's supposed to be a nipple.
I just want to point out that if Baron von Sexyful really wanted to twist the knife in time allotted, he should have had this go around the canvas 300 to 500 times and still ultimately end up in nothing.
Well, I did go left the entire day.
That's true. Excellent job.
He must really like Tide. Sorry, I'm really grossed out by this canvas, Marty.
Well, we knew it was going to get weird, especially with two tag. What the hell is happening? It looks like a bullet, Freak on a Leash corn style, is flying clear
here goes
through
the
canvas.
The final spinning of the Wheel of Death.
Let's spin that Wheel of Death for both competitors. Very sorry.
Hopefully we'll get our topics back on track here.
Yeah. Baron von Sexyful with a bookworm dragon, unless he chooses to respin Stevie Speed, getting the worst 80s cartoon.
I think I will take my respin.
Respin for the Baron. Here we go.
Respin for the Baron.
Worst 80s cartoons.
Worst-
Unimpressive Transformers for Baron von Sexyful.
Ooh.
Basically, he just
Unimpressive
needs to draw
Transformers.
any of the robots from the Michael Bay movies.
Or the ones from the Happy Meals.
Hey, those were dope as hell.
Didn't they all just it was like one nugget and it would just kind
It
of
was a
have
box
arms?
of nuggets that turned into a robot, thank you.
Okay. You had the whole set, didn't you?
I had many of them as a kid, yeah. I can't.
Do they still do Happy Meal toys? Is that still a thing?
They do still make Happy Meal toys.
Have they gotten better, worse, or about the same?
About the same. And depending on the license, sometimes they're not as good, is what I will tell you.
All right. Noted. Good aside. Thanks. We're getting a GoBot on the canvas from Baron von
Tremendous.
Sexyful.
The most unimpressive of the Transformers.
You know, interestingly, both our artists could have drawn a GoBot. And it would have fulfilled their topic.
True.
So we've got our GoBot here. I'm looking for the worst 80s cartoon from Stevie Speed on the canvas. Has that materialized as of yet?
I feel like it was starting to come together where the GoBot was, but I'm not quite sure if that landed. We shall see. Something I did want to point out before we spun the wheel was talking about the bullet that went through the leg of Baron von Sexyful in the center of the canvas. He is not only bleeding from the leg profusely, but he also peed himself with beer.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Why not? and we're getting a shower there in the top right. Or we got a shower there in the top right. So I think this is like we've just gotten full shower beer there for the horse.
Now, I just got to straight up ask, Stevie Speed, we have a cartoon character saying, my show got canceled. Who has been illustrated at the bottom of the canvas there?
Marty, I hear talk that back in the 80s, one Baron von Sexyful in his younger days had a cartoon where he was a big dumb nerd. It lasted half an episode. It got canceled halfway through the show. It was really bad and terrible, and everyone hated it. And that's what I've heard, and you can believe me or you can't believe me. It's up to you. It's cool.
I didn't know that Baron von Sexyful in his teenage years had a chin strap beard. But
yeah, no, he was just really bad and terrible in every way. Like every single way, it was awful.
All right. Well, we all learned something today, and I've seen no proof to the contrary, so it must be true.
Man, what a pitch meeting that must have been. There's going to be this guy. He's going to grow up to be called Baron von Sexyful, but right now he's a teen and he sucks. So why don't you give him a cartoon?
I don't think it was quite that prescient, Marty. I'm sure they were thinking they were needed to fill their edutainment quota. And, Baron von Sexyful said he could teach kids about anatomy, I think.
You know what? I'm not touching that one.
Listen,
1 minute,
Slim
25
Goodbody
seconds.
left a hole in our hearts.
1 minute, 22 seconds to go, Ross.
Okay. Minute 20. Well, minute 15 now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to go boot. On the left.
See what we've got going on here. 1 minute and change to go in this collision of former tag team champions, one of whom doesn't even recall being champions with the other. And of course, you, our dear friends in chat, get to pick the victor. Will Baron von Sexyful be back on the winning ways, or will Stevie Speed take his place in the winner's circle? We will find out in just about 43 seconds.
Marty, can we name this chill horse on the right?
Yeah, that's Chet.
Chet the horse.
Yeah, he's Chet the
Why
horse.
not?
He likes to go. He likes to go shooting and doesn't mind putting his snoot in a boot.
Chet.
He's a good guy. That Chet. Also, he's sponsored by Super Cola, apparently.
Yeah, why not?
10 seconds remaining, folks. Last little line.
I was not a horse guy before, but I think I am.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Caps on markers. That's an art fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Dallas is down.
And now we throw it to you in chat. Who will walk away the victor? Will it be Baron von Sexyful? Will it be Stephen Q. Speed? We will find out in just a few moments. And once we get the poll started, I'll go ahead and start our post-match interviews, see what they thought worked and what they thought didn't. And the poll is going. So Stevie Speed,
Yes!
Thank you for joining us here tonight. It seemed like we kind of threw the match on you last moment. It looked like during the bout, you and the Baron flipped and reversed topics. What exactly happened here?
Well, Marty, I just didn't like my topic, and I want to do his. That's really all. Hang on, I got to fix my camera. I just, I really wanted to do my topic. No, I wanted to do the Baron's topic because I didn't like mine. So that was the tactical decision that me and my team came to, was to take his instead because I thought I could do it better. So it just seems pretty simple to me. It was a great match out there. Really excited to see how it all turns out.
Yeah, I thought, what, you and your team in the pit, I think, did a great job.
Thank you, Marty. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think we're all really proud. And, one day when we're able to get in front of crowds again, I look forward to seeing how you perform out there. Was there anything basically that you felt like you got out on the canvas, considering you were tag champions together and lost them earlier this year?
I knew what I was going to get into at the beginning here. So ultimately, I think whatever me and the Baron, our past is in the past. That's fine. Mostly, I'm just happy that I was able to make Ross horny for a horse. And that's really all it comes down to at the end of the day.
Tremendous.
I would say I want to be friends first. I don't know. I got to work my way up. For now, he just seems like a real chill dude, and I think we could hang out and throw down.
Tremendous. Ross? I'll throw it to you and the Baron.
Baron von Sexyful, where were you proudest of having drawn this on this canvas?
Meow. Meow. Oh, it. Oh. Meow. Oh, meow. I think, oh, sorry, I was just playing around for your entertainment or edutainment. I had a lot of fun drawing the nipple. It's a little laborious drawing me being fed and painted by Stevie's speed. By the way, Stevie, don't forget to buy a second stretch limo to tow the other stretch limo. Then you drive me around so that we can stay socially distanced. I could draw nipples all day. Nipples and nipples and nipples. Und nipples.
All right. I just really like how you pronounce the word nipples.
Nipples? How do you pronounce the word nipples?
I think I just told you.
Okay. Well, you're doing it wrong.
So
Can you say it with me? Come on. Give me a good nipples. Go nipples.
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 Okay. Yeah, it sucks, but that's okay.
Isn't that in Italy somewhere?
I was gonna say, I think that's where Balky was from.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
God, we do the dance of joy all the time.
All right, folks. Let's find out who won bout number 2 of 3 here tonight. Baron von Sexyful takes the victory, goes to 4-1. Baron von Sexyful, anything you'd like to say to the fine folks watching at home?
I am so excited for you who get to watch me and my kitty cats who like to fight back and forth. Ooh, ooh, meow, meow. You're so welcome. But seriously, thank you so much for recognizing the amazingness that is Baron von Sexyful.
Tremendous. Thank you so much for joining us, Baron. Anything you'd like to plug?
Well, I'm being waited on hand and foot here, so I'd really like to plug my host's his Etsy shop. He he thinks he's an artist. He's doing his thing, but you should check out spaghettikiss.com or spaghettikiss.etsy.com and see what he does. He draws all sorts of weird dark skulls and robots and things. I don't know. It's not very fabulous, but it's its own thing. You understand.
Not nearly enough nipples, I feel.
No, and nothing that really shows off the nipple.
I agreed. All right, on the other side of that canvas is Stevie Speed. Stevie Speed, are you with us, sir?
Yeah, just what's up?
You did not have your hand digitally raised in victory here tonight. How are you taking the loss, bud?
You know what? It is what it is. I'm just happy that I can put on a good show for my team, for my sponsors. Oh, excuse me. This is just feeling really good. Really happy that I could put on a good show for the fans. I hope it was a good one. And I'm really happy to be able to participate in these shows once again. Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully I'll be in line for the title shot soon. Just got to make sure I'm ready for it. Yeah.
All right, I might recommend, like the full extension on your arm there. It's probably just going to be better workout
Ross,
for
no
you.
offense, but I really doubt you know anything about workout or training or anything like that. I just can't. I really can't see it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll stay in the lead.
After all, I am an athlete.
All right, excellent work, Stevie Speed. Well, let's keep the fun going and rolling on as we continue on into bout number 3. Before we do that, though, of course, some housekeeping. Hashtag Super Art Fight, hashtag SAF Neo. Anywhere you post about us or this show, we are across social media at Super Art Fight. SuperArtFight.com is your home for all things on the web related to Super Art Fight. Next Saturday is July the 4th. So if many of you are not around, we get it, but we will be here. We will be doing ourselves a casual Saturday. So if you aren't blowing up small parts of the country in order to celebrate it, we highly recommend you come and hang out with us.
May the 4th be with you.
It's not that, Ross.
That's a different thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a different thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm being told it's a different thing.
Yes, it is a very different thing. But then we will be back with a very special edition of Super Art Fight Neo on July 11th. So what's going to go down on July 11th? Well, as Super Art Fight has grown over these past 12 years, the complexion of the locker room has changed alongside it. What started out as really just a bunch of nerdy dudes hanging out and drawing in a rock club has turned into a really awesome, open, inclusive event featuring artists of all types. And we wanted to take an opportunity to show proper respect and love to the female or feminine side of the Super Art Fight roster. So we will be presenting the first ever Super Art Femme event. And what that means is all bouts, both hosts, everyone involved in the show is female or of femme persuasion, and they will be putting on a show on July 11th. So Ross and I will not be hosting. So it will be the full female side of the Super Art Fight roster coming together to do a show together. We were originally pitching it as a ladies' night show, but we decided to go even further. Super Art Femme coming up on Saturday, July 11th, 8 o'clock on this very Twitch channel. Come out and support. And Ross, I know I'm excited to be able to kick back and watch a Super Art Fight show finally.
I am very excited to see what happens when, honestly, people probably do a better job of it. And we all learn a valuable lesson.
Yeah, exactly. We never have to be brought back ever again, and we get our Saturday nights once more. It'll be interesting. No, seriously, it's going to be an awesome show. We're very excited, and we hope you join us because, like I said, at least Ross and I will be watching with you. Don't be surprised if we pop up in the chat. But yeah, different hosts, probably someone else in the Safcopter. Don't want to reveal names or show anything until we do our official PR. But we're really excited about who's going to be and what bouts and all that fun stuff. It should be really, really cool, really, really rad, and we are super excited to do it. So with that in mind, let us roll on now into our main event of the evening, folks. This contest, once again, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it is
one fall!
It is a throwdown between two competitors with undefeated records, which means one of them is going to walk away defeated, Ross. And I cannot wait to see what happens here. Coming to the digital stage first, Haley from A Land of Adventure. This gentleman is the dungeon master himself. He floats like a feather fall. He stings like +3. Super Art fam, give it up for Perwinkle the Wizard.
Huzzah! Huzzah and well met. Can I get a huzzah, Sir Nover?
Namaste. Good to see you.
Huzzah, Mr. Day.
Huzzah indeed. And also, a well met to you.
Oh, thank you. And a huzzah to the chat as well.
Yes, yes. Of course, of course. Perwinkle, you're coming into this match 2-0. You had your big return to Super Art Fight when we kicked off the Neo streams, and you've been doing pretty darn well in this environment. What's going through your head as you have this main event opportunity?
Well, I must tell you, Mr. Nover, I hope that the deities of Art Fight smile upon this day. My patron saint Pictionaries, most of all, but going into battle with the druid Wisteria is always a pleasure, but it's truly a tragic turn of fate. Pitting adventurer against adventurer. Its ink will be spilt between friends on this canvas and should be a fun time.
Yes, it should be a wonderful, exciting time, and I very much look forward to seeing what happens when we throw down with you and your opponent. And to introduce said opponent, I turn it over to my dear friend Ross Nover. Ross, bring her on out.
All right, it is my pleasure to bring to the canvas a true goddess. I think we can all agree, a deity in her own right, and just a gosh darn positive presence to have in any room. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wisteria.
Good evening, Ross. Good evening, Marty. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing all right. How about yourself?
I am doing extraordinarily well this evening. Thank you so much for asking.
You seem to be in a... go ahead, Ross. Sorry.
Yeah, where are you joining us from?
I was summoned back to Earth, and I am currently in something that is called a basement. I believe I am partially submerged below the gardens. Safely. Yes.
The double thumbs ups let us know that she's okay. But I'm very glad you're coming to us from the basement, where the base went. And you do have a very, very important opportunity here. You also are 2-0. You got to believe this is going to put you in line for a pixel weight title opportunity. How excited are you right now?
I am absolutely excited. You know, the gods had told me that I would be encountering another magical presence tonight, and it's so wonderful to meet him. But I would like to remind him of one thing. I am not a druid, although they are very close to my heart. I am a goddess.
Oh, you always had a triad sense of humor.
I like this one.
All right, well, as much as you guys are getting along, I want to remind you that this is an art fight, so we'll see if the Friendship Fest continues on the canvas. Let's throw it to that canvas. Producer Steve, let's throw down with the final topics of the night as we continue with the tarot cards, as Wisteria gets the Empress and Perwinkle gets the Magician. Appropriate for both of our artists. So we're going to start this as we've been starting them all night long. Perwinkle, are you ready?
Ready!
Wisteria, are you ready?
Ready!
Awesome. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Art Fight! 20 minutes on the clock. Wisteria in red, Perwinkle in black. Both artists come in 2-0. The Empress versus the Magician in your main event of the evening. Undoubtedly, the winner of this contest in line for a shot at the Pixelweight Championship. Of course, last time, Ross, at Super Art Fight Neo, we had a Pixelweight title match between Red Aaron and Rave Royale that ended in a Super Art Fight first, a triple tie. That rematch coming later on this summer, but you gotta believe whether it is Rave Royale or Red Aaron, they are watching this match intently. They want to see not only A, what the other competitors just look like in general, but B, what they can do to prep for what may be their first or second defense, respectively, of the Super Art Fight Pixelweight Championship.
Yeah, so now here on the canvas, we've got Perwinkle working on the right-hand side to start out anyway. We've got our what I believe to be a very standard magician top hat. While meanwhile, on the left-hand side, you've got Wisteria drawing the Empress. Looks to be drawing herself.
Yes,
so
yes.
We'll see how those come together. And coming out of the top hat, we've got something. We're going to find out what that is in a second.
Yes, that is definitely a very grumpy looking something over there on the right-hand side, as Wisteria on the left looks to be throwing our first offensive maneuver, attacking whatever is coming from that top hat, whatever's coming from the pen of Perwinkle.
I believe it's Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh my god, Usagi popping up. Shades of Stan Sakai coming at you over there on the right-hand side, as we're going to Yojimbo it up on the right. I get it. It's a bunny in the hat, Ross, as that is not just Usagi Yojimbo, it's Usagi Yojimbo tossing ninja stars right into the face of Wisteria over there on the left.
Yeah, and speaking of things getting hit in the face, Wisteria having some vine action going directly into and through Perwinkle, right through the head, and wrapping around him. And I should say, vines, I can speak from experience, very hard to get rid of once they're in your garden.
Very hard to get rid of once you're in your garden. And Ross, I don't know if this has happened to you. I've had vines go clean through my ears, through my head, out the other side. Not a great time. It's very uncomfortable, and you have to answer a lot of difficult questions at the hospital. It's not great.
Very true. You really got to be careful with that when you're removing the vines, because you don't want to wind up just like flossing out your brains. Now, interestingly, I gotta appreciate the attention to detail on this Usagi Yojimbo. That's really an appropriate outfit. He's nailed the ears, and also even the insignia on the clothing.
Yeah,
which
the
two, 3 dots. That's awesome.
The two applets there
I've
looking
actually
very.
been on many adventures with Usagi. It's part of my dimension shifting abilities. He's quite a fun party mate.
Nice. Okay, so as Usagi comes together here on the canvas, oh no, bad news! Wisteria now enveloping Usagi in another viney mess.
Viney protrusion coming from the left-hand side, as one of those ninja stars did make contact in the arm of Wisteria. But look, she's a nature goddess. This is not going to hold her down. She's got this going just fine, as we've got shades of poison ivy just coming through all around that canvas. But it looks like something else is forming on the left-hand side to envelop the attacks of Wisteria. Periwinkle just all over the attacks from Wisteria here tonight.
Yeah, I'd had this thought, but I saw it reflected in the chat as well, so I'll call this out. A Ronin using ninja throwing stars is just 80s cartoon nonsense. But hey, I wanted to be that kid, so why not? Now we have about 25 seconds till our first spinning of the wheel of death. We will see what comes up for all of our artists, both of our artists. Because as we've seen in the last 2 bouts, it can change absolutely everything. But already we've got a Venus flytrap, very scientifically accurately drawn one, at least if in the Mario universe.
2,
oh, here we go.
1, 2 brand new topics coming in. Respins available for both artists. Let's see what we get. Mascot Mayhem for Wisteria and cartoon dating profiles for Periwinkle. Respins for either artist.
I would love a respin, please.
Respin for Wisteria, tossing away Mascot Mayhem. Let's see what you get, Wisteria. You have Violent Sneezing. Violent Sneezing, not to be confused with Violet Sneezing. She was a great children's book author back in the day.
All right. So, Violent Sneezing for Wisteria coming in red, while meanwhile our cartoon dating profile from Periwinkle coming in the top middle already. We'll see how that comes together. Here comes our Violent Sneeze. I think it's a sword that's also sneezing.
Yes, a sneezing scimitar, if you will, over there on the right-hand side of the canvas. And our cartoon dating profile, I believe it's a hymn, Ross. I could be wrong.
Oh, is it a biblical hymn?
No, I believe it's a hymn. It's a Mario. I could be wrong.
Oh, I see. Got it. Yes. Gotcha. You've heard of the singing sword. Now we have the sneezing sword.
Oh, I'm wrong, Ross.
Exactly.
It's not Mario. It's his less talented brother. It's a Luigi.
Oh, well, this could be the year of the Luigi.
I think that was last year.
But no, that didn't work out so great. So maybe this could be his year,
You know
maybe
what?
2020 is where he turns it around.
Well, then I got some bad news for Luigi about his big year. Not really a situation I would recommend for him.
Oh, and it says, and I quote, "Swipe L for
Luigi." Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Very
nice.
He's
gonna win.
He's gonna win, and our violent sneezing continues, as on the far right side of the canvas, that's a sneezing gun. We just have those here in America.
Yeah, that's not really what you want in a gun. One that just kind of goes off at a sneeze.
Yeah, but Ross, the Second Amendment says I can have a sneezing gun. I don't know if you're aware of this.
There's no background checks on sneezing guns, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, and it looks like a 200-pound weight now being dropped upon the head of Usagi Yojimbo, and it's sneezing. There we go.
Oh my gosh. There's violent sneezing and then there's violence sneezing. And yes. I believe we have the latter here, Marty.
Yes, lots of sneezing going on here. And now, once again, let's throw it up to our eye in the sky. Adam, what's going on in the chat, my friend?
Hello, once again, Art Fighters. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to thank some of the lovely people who have been following and subscribing and cheering for us over the past couple hours here. We have started with Madagast with the follow. We have TDK, FE, Adam Sane. We have some subscribes, some resubs from our very own Raw Scott. Thank you very much. Court Jester, Clay's Food, TV Majora, and Miranda PF. That was a couple days ago, but thank you nonetheless, because I haven't had the chance to do it yet. And once again, as I said at the very beginning, TDK, the double 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. So yeah, we all of us here at Super Art Fight really appreciate you and help funding the SAF chapter, as Marty so eloquently put a couple sessions ago. Thank you very much, and back to the show.
Thank you, Adam.
All right.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All the way from Safcopter 5. I know they only have one, but no, it's just the one. It sounds cooler. Let's call it Safcopter 5.
Well, I don't disagree. And something I don't think many people would disagree with is how cute a couple Wisteria and Luigi are making in the center of the canvas there. We've got, of course, 2 more spins of the Wheel of Death to come, but I think Wisteria making a play right now early to get herself a part of that Mario legacy. Mario, of course, his heart's locked down. Wisteria going for Luigi. I think it's a smart move, especially if you like going to haunted houses.
Yeah, the problem with dating anyone in the Mario universe is all of your public events are going to be interrupted by Bowser.
Yes, indeed, as the Wheel of Death spins, and we have 2 brand new topics. Wisteria getting Nunchuck Nuns, and Perwinkle is getting a Super Art Fight favorite as Fart Boat makes its stinky way onto the canvas.
Ooh.
Fart Boat for Perwinkle, Nunchuck Nuns. Perwinkle, you have a respin. Do you want to toss away Fart Boat?
I'm going to spin.
Taking the respin on Fart Boat.
Let's go.
Hang on a second. Producer Steve, I having some issues with the wheel there. Let's see what we're...
Producer Steve, we're getting a respin on Fart Boat, please. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. And Off-White Sabbath.
Off-White Sabbath?
Off-White Sabbath.
All right.
Yeah, that refers to the tablecloth that my mother would use on Shabbat.
It's not a vague reference to Black Sabbath, the band once fronted by Dio and then also fronted by Ozzy Osbourne?
No, it probably is that. It's probably the thing you said.
All right. Well, I'm surprised Fart Boat got tossed away, and of course, both competitors at that 5-minute mark, whatever comes up, they have to draw whatever comes up. Our Nunchuck Nun coming in, basically a very strong case for a Sister Act reboot that is essentially a hybrid of Sister Act and Kill Bill. It's a movie I want to see.
Or that sweet Warrior Nun show that's coming to Netflix, and I don't fully understand, but it's going to be awesome.
Ross, I just want to say you are the person I've seen excited about that show. Chat, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just amazed Warrior Nun, the 90s independent comic, somehow A, got picked up by Netflix, and B, got turned into not quite Buffy.
I mean, I didn't say it would be good. I just said it looked sweet. There's a big difference.
Fair. Our Off-White Sabbath, not quite sure what's going on there, but I am seeing a really creepy train down in the lower left-hand corner. Is that? Oh, I understand. I put it together. It's a crazy train,
Is that crazy
Ross.
train? There
It's
it
a
is.
crazy train.
It's going off the rails.
Yes. It's
a
going clean off the rails.
Train.
Now, it is apparently a fart train, but I will point out, because I feel like some people will feel the need to do so, Crazy Train is an Ozzy Osbourne solo song, not a Black Sabbath song.
Well, Ozzy's never seen such BS before, so what are you going to do?
Yes. 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. One final spin coming at the 5-minute mark. And let me tell you, Ross, it's going to be difficult to get an illustration in edgewise, as there is a lot of space filled on this canvas. Basically, this is where you do, if this were someone's arm, if there was someone's tattoo sleeve, this is where you just start adding little illustrations in between. We'll have to see if it works on the canvas here today.
Yeah, so 6 minutes to go. Both artists trying to figure out what to do next. We've got a sailboat appearing. Oh, sorry, a farts boat from the pen of Wisteria. You know,
Wisteria taking
topics
fart boat.
are up for grabs.
Wisteria
and it is
decided to
colliding right at the crazy train, which
Oh my God.
in and of itself could make for a really good Joel Schumacher movie.
That's true. I'm just RIP. I'm just going to say, if there is a type of collision, good thing we've got Adam up in the sky. He'll be able to give us all the traffic updates we need from Safcopter 5.
I'm sorry. I thought we were kicking it to Adam and Safcopter 5 for a
No.
second.
There hasn't actually been a collision yet. I'm saying if there would be one.
Oh, okay.
Throw it up to him.
Cool. He was on standby too. I could hear him just like reaching for the microphone.
Yes.
Also, how is he both piloting the copter and also turning around the camera and talking to us? It's really
It's
unclear.
very unsafe, Ross.
Yeah. You see,
Luckily-
I just turned my chair around. It kind of goes on autopilot. I mean, here in Baltimore, right, I need to dodge all the fireworks that have been constantly going off the past 2 months, but it's okay. It's good for a beautiful. Hold on.
And we've lost Safcopter 5, everybody. We'll try and check in on later. Hopefully it lands safely somewhere.
I'm
somewhere
concerned.
downtown.
I did not see his inflatable autopilot. I'm very concerned as the Wheel of Death spins for the final time at this main event. No respins. Wisteria getting Candyland before time. And Perwinkle gets Fantasy Soccer. Feels appropriate.
I just want to point out that Perwinkle's handwriting for Fart Boat Forever is pretty great. And, he went 2 typefaces there, which, shows a real commitment to the phrase.
It has strong high school notebook vibes. Oh, and I just want to double back for anyone watching in the UK. Perwinkle has fantasy football. Thank you.
I get it. So our Candyland before time in the top left corner is coming together for the pen of Wisteria. So far we've got googly eyes on a candy cane.
I think it's a great plan. I think it's going to work out very well for Wisteria because people love googly eyes. It always delivers. If there are a handful of things that have always worked in the art fight realm, googly eyes is one of them.
100%. Well, meanwhile, we've got Perwinkle working the top right-hand corner, pulling together that fantasy soccer. We're getting either a mustache or a Viking helmet. We'll find out which in a second.
Could be both, Ross. Could be both.
Yeah, could be. Now, I think he's taking your idea to heart as we're going from fantasy soccer to, in fact, fantasy football. And we're getting, in fact, a full-on, I guess we could call it a football in this particular case. And it, of course, has a Viking helmet and a axe. Okay.
Well, I can tell you this much, that this would undoubtedly be very, very popular if this was being aired in Minnesota, because we are getting a bit of Vikings football over there on the right-hand side, Ross.
We sure are. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the bout. Still anyone's game. Still a chance for either artist to turn it around. Unfortunately, though, we are just running out of room. So both artists are going to have to figure out just where they're going to fit in these last few drawings in these last 2 minutes.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ross, it looks like there's some open space in the top left, little bit on the right. What are you seeing coming together, and what opportunities do you see for these artists?
Well, Perwinkle turned Luigi's nose into a soccer ball, and now he's adding to what was the bottom half of Wisteria that he drew previously, now kicking a wizard soccer ball. So he's really finding some small moments to kind of jump in here. The problem being that, you know, he's got to draw them, and then we've got to catch them, and the audience has to decide what to do with all that information.
Ross, I just want to call out a quote from the chat that is one of the greatest things I've ever read in a chat. And I quote, "Luigi with a soccer ball nose is bangable, I guess. It's been a long quarantine."
All right. Why not?
Sexy
Great.
times with soccer nose Luigi.
Yeah, you know, soccer nose Luigi, he could be into soccer. He could be really into just Vans streetwear. Hard to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but either way, you look at it, our artists do have to pick it up. Let's throw those checkered Vans on with 1 minute remaining in this, your third and final art fight of the night.
And we're getting lots more lines getting drawn here as both artists now working near the middle of the canvas, trying to fill these last few moments. We've got Wisteria drawing a 20-sided die. What is it that Perwinkle's doing there, Marty?
I got not a soccer ball. Sorry, that's a football. Very easily to confuse it.
It's a foosball.
Yes, we got a foosball being drawn in the center of the canvas, right above that high school notebook-esque fart boat forever. With 20 seconds to go, both artists really need to make that impact, because I've seen a lot on the canvas, but unlike some of the past few, I don't see those key moments, those key points that pop like crazy. So this could be anyone's game. Wisteria, Perwinkle, final few seconds. Who's going to be walking away 3-0 and who's going to be 2-1? Power's going to be yours.
And caps on markers. Stylus is up. That's an art fight, everybody.
Excellent contest here. And you at home get to vote right there in the Twitch chat, whether it was Wisteria or Perwinkle. Let's check in with the artists. I'm going to go ahead and start by asking Wisteria. Wisteria, how do you feel this main event went?
I thought it was super duper fun, and it was so cool finding another nature magical person to hang out with for a while. Super fun stuff tonight.
What would you say is your favorite illustration that you're able to put together here tonight?
Me with my new King Luigi. Yes. I will be taking him back to Olympus with me tonight.
I do think that is an excellent addition to Super Art Fight lore. That you and Luigi are very much in love. I think that's fantastic. Personally, I just want to say the Nunchuck Nun, pretty darn great.
Oh, I thank you very much.
I very much enjoyed it. Now, I do have to ask, if you are not able to take the victory here tonight, are there any lessons from this match you're walking away with that you think are going to help you in future Neo matches?
Just to leave a little bit more space.
Fair point.
I think we're all struggling with that as we're all stuck in quarantine.
Very, very true, Ross. And on that note, Ross, I'd like to throw it to you and Perwinkle.
All right, Perwinkle. It was a tense match. There was a lot of canvas covered. Where was your head at as going through it?
Just trying to keep up, honestly. I've never actually fought her. I fought with her before, but fighting against Wisteria is a real dungeon burner. But I can only hope that my purple toe can match her green thumb.
All right, and what was your favorite thing that you got to draw?
I too have a little crush on the Green Man Luigi, so he's really my favorite.
Okay, Marty, when you're watching about like this, what's going through your head?
Well, what I'm seeing, with both canvas, the artwork from both creators on this canvas just going for broke, is you have two competitors who desperately want the win. They know that they are very much in that opportunity, that space where they could get a future title shot. So this was all about trying to top your opponent so that you, well, hello there, so that you could get a championship opportunity. So you were just seeing two artists going for broke, putting themselves out there and doing everything they could. And really the excitement and dare I say desperation shown on the canvas.
All right. How much time we got left here, Marty?
Well, it looks to me the poll is closed, so we're going to find out who the victor is. It is Wisteria. Wisteria takes the victory here. A very, very, very close match between two great competitors. Wisteria takes the win, goes on to 3-0 as Perwinkle drops down to 2-1. Perwinkle, my friend, you've suffered, unfortunately, your first loss here in Super Art Fight Neo. How you feeling?
Ooh, a palpable crit. But I was beaten by the best, you know. She rolled a 20 and it was a 3. I rolled a 3 apparently.
I'd say you rolled about an 18.
Well, I know that with a record like 2-1, this is definitely not the last we've seen of you, Perwinkle. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Before we let you go, though, is there anything you would like to plug, sir?
Sure. You can find my stuff at gregbenge.com, Greg Benge on YouTube, Greg Benge on Google. Just Google it.
That's Benge. Follow
Thank you,
Greg. And let's throw it over to his opponent here tonight and your victor, Wisteria. Wisteria, congratulations on your main event victory.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited, and thank you to everyone who helped me win tonight. Much appreciated.
Yes, and at least from us here at Super Art Fight, thank you, voters at home, for giving us wins tonight. Anyway, 3-0. You've proven yourself unstoppable on the Super Art Fight canvas. We are going to have a rematch in the not too distant future between Rave Royale and Red Aaron for the Pixelweight Championship. You're undoubtedly in line after that. Anything you'd like to say to those two ladies as you make your way up the rankings?
Well, I'm very, very excited to see which one I'll get to go up against, and I hope it ends in a beautiful and wonderful friendship.
I appreciate your optimism, and we'll see if that optimism carries you to championship gold as we continue on here at Super Art Fight Neo. Anything you'd like to plug before we let you go?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Dreamy Cactus Co. I post illustration work and hand lettering. So, yeah.
Awesome. Follow her, check her out. She does really, really cool stuff. And of course, we're posting that in the chat. So please follow her after this show. And on that note, Ross, again, all things Super Art Fight can be found at superartfight.com. Superartfight.etsy.com is our store. Patreon.com/superartfight supports us, as does a subscription to this very stream. Ross?
Yeah, and I want to say we're at 28 patrons following us or supporting us on Patreon. If we pass that 30 mark, I think I can get Marty to hang some pictures in his house.
You know what? I am going to guarantee it. We get to 30, I am hanging some pictures in my house. You will not see as much a pile behind me on future streams. But just a reminder, folks, next Saturday, July 4th, that is going to be a casual Saturday. The Saturday after that, July 11th, will be the first ever Super Art Femme event. Please be sure to join us for both if you haven't already. Click the follow or to subscribe to hang out with us. Every Thursday night, of course, is our Super Art Fantasy. You can go ahead and follow us on our D&D adventures, including Ross and I playing D&D for the first time as a part of this arc. So please, by all means, hang out, have a great time. The world is on fire, and we hope that we bring a little bit of joy into yours each and every week with these streams. Goodness knows it's been a joy for us. So I just want to say for everyone here, the artists, Thank you so much for joining us. For producer Steve, thank you so much for joining us. For my own colleague, Ross, anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor being with you all. We hope you're enjoying the stream. We love doing it. We hope you love watching it. Tell your friends, support your friends and family as you can, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, indeed. Hang out. We're going to go ahead and raid another stream after this. But until next time, for the entire Super Art Fight roster, for everyone behind the scenes and in front of the camera, I've been Marty Day, and this has been Super Art Fight. Have a great night and stay the hell away from the internet. Bye, all.
Wear a mask.